Hi, today we're going to show a demonstration on PowerShell. PowerShell is something that we're introducing into the architecture so that because it is great for getting file information, system information, it is quick, it's a all that, everything about your system that you want to know and your files, that's what you're going to use, right? Um, so what we have here is a little demonstration file, and I'm gonna show something that maybe some of you aren't familiar with, is where these are just text files that are interpreted by the PowerShell, and it's a series of commands. Let's open this. This is Notepad. Let me close this and close this. Notepad plus plus. It's a free download. You can download it and you can use it. It color codes the syntax, right? And so the language, it automatically picks up the extension that it's a PowerShell, has all these languages. So if you want to get something started quick and dirty, again, we're coming from the ground up as if you know nothing, and we are showing you some information. Now PowerShell, here we're gonna go describe the functions. Functions need to be uh, created first before you execute them. Write a demo file. Okay, where do I want to write it? What do I want to write? Here's my content of my file, and then here it is, and then put in the items that comes into the subroutine. These are strings, and then write a message for the user that I created a file. Read the file. Okay, where's my file? Bring it as a parameter, get the content, set it as a string, content, and write it back out. Okay, so now here we have the main part of our demo. This is not a function, this will be executed, right? We're setting a file called demo text. We're setting some strings, some lines, just information, and then line 1, line 2, line 3. And then again, this is not in a function, this is being executed. For every line over here in our array, then you're going to add the content to the path, to the file, this value of the line, and then write host is for the user, it's not into the file. Show the file information. Fine, here's my file information, we're reading it back in. Okay, if this is a PowerShell call, if the file exists, then get the information and then write the name, the full name, the length of the file, when it was created, right? Right? What are we doing, right? We're getting the information quickly, right? That's the beauty of it, is that we get the information when we want it, how we want it, in the format we want it, and we understand where it's coming from. That's the whole point of all this. Last modified, and if you're not found, file not found. And so here, so let's go ahead and display the content of the file. Read it, right? And then display what's in this file information. Getting the system information, write host is for the user, just prints out to the screen. Here's the system. Now I'm getting the computer name. This is a special variable. What is my computer name? This is your environment. This is what's on your system. This is your computer name. What is my username? This will change if you're on a network, sharing files with someone, you give a program to someone, you want to look up where their C user's username is. This is what you set as the string you take in. You can change it. Here's the operating system version. Here's the PowerShell version. And then we're going to pause for the user, right? So let's go ahead and execute this. This is very wonderful because it allows you to just create quickies and get information. And then I'm right clicking on this file, right click, and then run with PowerShell. And I get all the information. And it's writing a file called demo.txt, right? And this can work with a whole list of files. You can get the created, the modified, and you can just have loops within the directories, get information, go in and out of directories, get the creation time, get the last modified, get the file size, check for certain things, read maybe the first line, check what it's being used for, things like that. So a lot of times to get to the PowerShell, once again, shells, right? They're windows into the environment. What is this right here? This is a window that tells me information about this over here, and it gives me some of the properties over here. There's more. Talk about that later, right? This space over here, so when you have a long list of files, you want to get to the shell, right click over here and say open in terminal, right? If you can't find it, usually you say show more properties and you want to open in the terminal, and it's giving you this terminal. Now, the power of the PowerShell, however you want to see it, is that there's way more commands that you can get on the fly. Now, the reason is because this window on the back gives you some information. You see how we're here, it gives you information about directories, things that you have about your system, but maybe this doesn't do it. Maybe you want some specific information, right? And so you would want to get a list of the available commands. The great thing about this is that you can press the tab key and it completes the command for you, right? It completes certain commands for you, right? Get command. Now this is a list of everything that you can use within the PowerShell. These are all the commands that you can use in the programs, right? Export CSV. Wow, I didn't know I can do that, right? Let's see what over here. Get network adapter information. Oh, great. Something, something. Get your disk information. Get your storage. Get background tasks. Okay, so that was really quick. Explore it, use it when you need to, work with your files, and don't be afraid of it. Thank you very much.